Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Paradise in Southern Leyte, Padre Burgos, Tanca on Beach. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful day. Guys, I have a message for you. Something that will blow your mind or confuse you. It confuses me to this day, and it's something that I'm finding to be a very common theme for many Filipinas, and I've noticed it since the very beginning when I came here about 1.5 years ago. And if any of you have been here before, you might have experienced this. I'm sure you have. There are many Filipinas, often good ones, that are looking for a genuine relationship that will not consider any foreigner who's already here in the Philippines. At a minimum, it's a big red flag for them. They would rather meet you online while you're in your own country, and preferably you've never even been here before. Part of it is a bit of is romanticizing of the idea of meeting someone in a foreign country, more specifically having them come to see them in their country, coming for them, not coming for a vacation and then meeting different girls, and that's really what the concern is, but coming for them, meeting at the airport. They've all seen the TikTok videos, the YouTube videos. The other part of it is it's the concern that if they meet a foreigner that's already here, this guy has already been bouncing around islands, meeting different girls, he's here for fun, vacation girlfriend, things like that. It is a bad reputation here, no doubt about it, and there's truth to it, right? But the unfortunate thing would be someone that is looking for a genuine relationship and is here and is really trying to target a good girl. A lot of these good girls are the ones that won't consider you. And it sounds crazy. The LDR thing here is normal. It's accepted. It's okay. They're comfortable with it. I have met endless girls just on my travels that are in LDRs, long distance relationships, with foreigners, some of which they've already met, some of which they haven't even met, but they're very committed to them. They're very much waiting for them, waiting for things to evolve in the relationship with the plan of, getting married and all of it. And to most foreigners, that's not typical. It's not something we're used to. And for a lot of guys, it's not something we're even comfortable with. I know for me, I've always had it in my head, like I wanna meet that person in person. If I meet online, that's great, but let's at least do a video call, and then let's plan on meeting. Let's do that whole in-person thing. But so many Filipinas are not comfortable with that. They don't want that. That's the whole point of this video, guys, is that for you that has never come here, or you're in your own country right now and you're thinking about it, you're at an advantage for a lot of the genuine girls that are out there. And I'm not exaggerating. It's a very common thing here. So for the point of this video, I just want to encourage you guys that are very interested in meeting a Filipina to use that to your advantage. Now, you have to think about how you're going to meet this person, and you have to navigate a bunch of crap, right? When you're thinking about going online, if you've tried it already or if you haven't, there's a lot to navigate. Because once you go online, you're sort of opening up the potential of interacting with girls that are not genuine, that are just looking for your money. Anyone can get online, right? So any girl in the province or city or anywhere can get online. They all know someone that has a foreigner boyfriend and is receiving money from that foreigner boyfriend. And it's so enticing for a lot of these girls to find a foreigner for that reason. And they're all online, those types of girls, mixed in with the good ones, right? So that is the challenge with your situation of being at home. You can't see them face to face. You have to trust a little bit. So then you have to think about, what platform you're going to use, what dating app you're going to use. As you know, if you follow this channel, I recommend Christian Filipina, partner of mine. In brief, what I like about Christian Filipina and why I'm comfortable talking about it and recommending it is because the whole purpose of the company is to line up genuine people with each other for genuine relationships, and they do everything they can to eliminate those profiles that are not genuine, that are in it for the money or whatever. In the end, you end up with a playing field of better results, more genuine profiles that you're going to match with, and a higher likelihood that you're going to match with someone and connect with someone that is in it for the same reasons that you are. So anyways, guys, just wanted to get that out of the way. There's a link in the description. Check it out, see if it's a good fit for you. I want to take the rest of the video just to talk about some dating strategies for you guys that are at home and you're very serious about meeting a Filipina. Regardless of what site you go with or app or whatever you decide to do for you that makes sense for you, you have to consider a few things. And I've talked about this in previous videos. So you got to look for red flags, and you have to be very, very sensitive to them, and you have to be very strict with yourself as to eliminate some of these things that come up and not waste time with the wrong people. What most guys end up doing is wasting time, chatting with the wrong girl. It's such a weird thing about guys, like how dumb we can be, like how our caveman brains will take over when there's something cute dangling in front of us. Even if in the back of our head we know it's not good for us, you're getting attention from someone that you don't normally get attention from. So most guys do fall for that trap, and they'll start chatting and conversing. And if you stop and think about it and ask yourself, is this what I intended to do? Like, is this what I'm looking for? I would say the majority of guys fall for this to some degree. And if you're doing it already and you're using any dating service, look at your inbox and look at the girls, like go through them, each one, and then ask yourself, does that meet the criteria of what I'm really looking for? I'm definitely guilty of it too since the beginning, since I first started, looking into coming here. And I think about some of the girls that I invested some time into. There's some red flags that I've sort of ignored. So this happens to everyone, even when you have, genuine intentions. We still fall for these things, and we still waste time with the wrong people. The other thing that I want to talk about is a really, really big thing when it comes to getting ready to go about meeting someone, and that is figuring out exactly what you are looking for, right down to the specifics if you can. And that's something that I've struggled with. That's something that's really, really impacted my whole experience with meeting someone from the beginning, is that this whole trip and me, leaving my setup behind and coming out here, a lot of it is soul searching. A lot of it is like trying to discover a new way of earning a living and essentially shifting into a different career. I was burnt out in healthcare, and I wanted to find new ways, YouTube being one of these experiments to try to see where this goes. And that also comes into play with meeting someone. I had no luck in the US, and as time went on, as we get older, you start to think about different things. Your priorities change, your goals change, and when I came out here, it was right in the thick of that. It was right in the thick of me just figuring all of that out. And I was trying to take everything in all at once, from being in a new country, wanting to travel, wanting to explore, wanting to start a YouTube channel, but also wanting to meet someone. But there were so many things on the go in the last year and a half for me that I can honestly say I just haven't really fully pinned down what I've been looking for. That is starting to shape up, and I think I'm getting to a place where I have a better idea of kind of how I see my future and what kind of partner makes sense for me. But it's ongoing, I'm not gonna lie. The more you can do before you even start the process, the better. And before you really get into it and before you come out here, try to invest a good amount of time to figuring that out. So when you are searching and you are looking for someone online, you're investing your time into just the people that meet that criteria. Again, you're saving yourself hassle, you're saving yourself time, and you're saving yourself potential pitfalls that you could run into if you forget about all that and you just go after something that, fulfills some desire that you have, as opposed to what you really, really are looking for. So that's a biggie. The last thing that I want to talk about, guys, this is huge. This also applies to me, and I think a lot of guys can relate to this, is don't think of yourself as being ready for anything in life, especially a relationship, if you don't have your own shit figured out. And what I mean by that is, if you're down and out, if you've been through some rough times, a rough breakup, whatever, or financially is part of it, and you're wanting to come here to sort of eliminate some of those financial burdens because it's cheaper here, if you are down and out about it and you haven't properly healed and figured it out, those issues are going to surface when you get here. They're not going to go away. I was chatting with a guy recently who reached out to me and just kind of laid out his story a little bit, and he had been through a terrible, terrible divorce and breakup, and he was broken. He was so upset. And the only thing that was keeping him feeling hopeful and feeling optimistic about the future was the thought about, coming out to the Philippines and meeting someone that meets the description of what he really wants and what he sees himself, who he sees himself with down the road. And so the conversation was really about timing for him to do this. And I am not a counselor, I am not a professional when it comes to this, but my opinion and my thoughts about it were basically, I don't think it's really wise to jump into anything like that until you have settled those things, until you're at a place in your life where you feel happy about yourself and your situation. And part of, my own discovery and soul searching is getting to a place, a little more consistent contentment. Because I've been on such a journey and I've sort of gone in all these different directions, I feel like some of that creates a bit of anxiety. It creates a little bit of doubt on where I'm going, what I'm doing. And so I feel that at times, especially traveling alone. Those are the times that it hits you where you're sort of wondering, what the heck are you doing? Where am I going? What's my goal? What's my plan? The times that I'm at my best is where I feel focused. I see some direction ahead of me. I start to sort of fine tune what I'm thinking about, looking for, wanting in life. These are things that you have to figure out before you come here, because if you show up unhappy and you show up with anxieties and stress and you're hoping the Philippines is just going to fix it automatically, where everything will just fall in your lap, the girl, the lifestyle, you'll probably be disappointed, and those feelings that you have buried will come to the surface eventually. So I think that's the biggest thing. And a lot of guys that come to the Philippines that want to come is because they are struggling with some things. They are disappointed with, their relationship experiences and their financial hardships at home because of high cost of living and all that. And they want to find a solution to it. So come with an open mind. Come with those feelings worked out at least a little bit. And if you come here when they're not fully worked out, come with a high level of patience, low level of expectations, and come as more of a discovery trip. Or even if you're staying for a while, look at it as you are just taking it day by day. You are not looking to jump into anything, and you're going to let things happen. And it's funny, I'm kind of talking to myself here too, right? Like, these are all things that I worked through my journey of exploring and being single and kind of being so wide open, going in every direction. I think about these things too. So I'm just kind of sharing with you thoughts that I go through myself. That's it, guys. That's my message for the day. These are deep thoughts with Chad Foster. I hope you got something from this. Just trying to help you out. Like I said, guys, link in the description if you're considering doing the online thing from home. So as always, guys, really appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for supporting me and the channel. Living the dream here, guys. I really want to keep this rolling. And any ideas that you have on things you're curious about or things that you wouldn't mind me making videos about, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below, or hit me up on my email and give me some ideas, and I'll happily look into making a video to talk about that, because that's the whole point of my channel, guys, is to talk about my experiences and try to provide value for you and provide information to you guys to help you out with your decision making, with your whole journey in life to travel, come over here, meet someone, and have a better life. That's what it's all about. Thanks again. Cheers. Bye.